Now, I can't exactly say that I'm surprised by this particular article that we're about to read in today's video, because in my last video talking about Harry Potter and the new series that is coming out with HBO Max, you guys remember, if you watched the video, that the first thing that I said was that there's no way in hell that they're not going to blackify this TV show. This TV show is going to get blacked all day long, guaranteed. I would almost promise you that every single redhead in this TV show that is a prominent character is going to become a black person. That's just what they always do, because the ginger side is real. Now, why am I talking about this? Because we have an article that's coming from Bounding Into Comics, and it says, rumor, despite claiming to be a faithful adaptation, Harry Potter Max series will make a concerted effort to cast more people of color. I can't really say this is shocking. I don't think anybody would read this headline and say, oh, that's a shocking headline. I can't believe they're doing that. This is HBO Max, guys. This is the same people that gave you The Last of Us. This is the same people that gave you Velma. Like, there's no way that they weren't going to do this to this TV show. They're most likely going to make this for modern audiences. That's not to say that the TV show will be bad. All I'm saying is there is going to be things in there that are going to be your typical identity politics-driven choices that everybody can see from a mile away. So let's see exactly what this article has to say. Before we get into it, guys, though, don't forget to like this video because it helps us fight the YouTube algorithm that we fight every single day. It says, though Warner Bros. Discovery has claimed that their recently announced Max reboot of Harry Potter will be a faithful adaptation of the iconic books, which, by the way, every time a studio says faithful adaptation of the iconic books, you can almost guarantee that that's going to be complete nonsense. Even though J.K. Rowling is going to be involved in this, I keep saying until I'm blue in the face that literally J.K. Rowling is one of the most hardcore progressives in history. Just because she disagrees with trans people doesn't mean that she's not a progressive, and they seem to forget that. So she's going to be all for the modern changes that are going to come to this TV show, guaranteed. And a lot of people are spreading the rumor that she is making this TV show to spite the original three, and you know what? I'm okay with that. If they want to make this TV show to spite Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson to stop them from being the face of Harry Potter, I'm all for that, because those people fucking suck, as I've well noted time and time again, especially Daniel Radcliffe, the trans lover who refuses to sleep with one of them, even though he supposedly thinks that they are really women. He is one of the faces that needs to go from Harry Potter, and I'm perfectly fine with putting someone else new there. And you know what? Let's make it a trans person. You might as well. Let's make Harry a trans person. I would be so for that, because I already know this show is going to get wokeified, so you might as well go crazy with it. If I'm going to be invested in it, and if I'm going to review this trash heap, please make it at least crazy to the point where I'm going to have a good time laughing at it. That's all I ask for. It says, a new rumor suggests that the studio will be making a concerted effort, keyword concerted effort, to cast more people of color in their small screen take on the Wizarding World. Now, clearly, the one thing we needed in Harry Potter that everybody was asking for is more people of color. Clearly, that's basically what people were asking for nonstop. Even though there was plenty of people of color within the actual TV show itself, I promise you, prominent characters will be race swapped. It is a guarantee. There's no way in hell they're not going to race swap characters. And I don't think they'll race swap Harry Potter because he is the main character. But I'm promising you, I'm calling it right now, Hermione is going to be race swapped to a black person. I guarantee you. Ron, either Hermione or Ron, but I will be more inclined to say Hermione, because we got to have the strong independent womans, right? And they got to be represented by a black woman. So they are going to guaranteed race swap Hermione. I will put money on it right now that happens, and I can't wait to hear the announcement, and I will be shocked if they don't race swap her. It says, word of WBD's supposed casting plans was first whispered by noted film reporter and scooper Jeff Snyder during a general discussion of the Harry Potter reboot held on the April 6th episode of his film critic John Rocha's The Hot Mic podcast. Addressing the topic of the upcoming Max series, Snyder revealed to his co-host that thanks to his own insider sources, he has become privy to a bevy of supposed details regarding WBD's magical plans. Cautioning listeners to take his reports with a grain of salt, like a big-ass grain, Snyder began by first noting that WBD came to their decision to reboot the franchise because there had been talk of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child movie with the original cast, but there were problems. Now, there's no way in hell that they're going to be able to use the original cast because the original cast is too busy shilling for trans people, and they have come out publicly publicly against J.K. Rowling. They have turned their backs on the person that made them famous in the first place by giving them the IP that they were able to get famous off of. So they turned their back against J.K. Rowling. So I highly doubt they were going to be able to make content based on the Cursed Child if J.K. Rowling was going to be involved. It says they didn't want to work with J.K. Rowling. Oh, there you go, for obvious reasons. And that it was particularly hard to get Emma Watson and Daniel Radcliffe back. Okay, I'm not surprised. Those two, it's more so not so much Ron Weasley. It's more so these two, Emma Watson and Daniel Radcliffe. These two are the ones that really are completely turning their backs on J.K. Rowling. It says particularly Emma. No shocker there. She's a psychopath. He explained, Emma is the toughest one to get back into this, particularly with everything that J.K. Rowling has said and stands for. What I heard was that they tried to buy J.K. Rowling out, Snyder told Rocha, but she requested an insane amount of money, which she should. So they just figured, all right, if we want to go forward with these characters, which we do, then we're stuck with her. So it's going to be her. She's not going anywhere. All due respect to Emma Watson or whatever, and then we'll reboot it because that is what J.K. Rowling is willing to agree to. And I'm all for that. There's no reason why J.K. Rowling should walk away from this IP. And if she's going to, she should get an obscene amount of money, the likes of which that she would never have to think about anything else for the rest of her days, even though she's pretty much already there. But still, this is her love child. This is her IP. This is what she made. So, of course, she's going to want the moon for it if you want her to walk away from it. So, and I honestly, I wouldn't want to see a Harry Potter that didn't have J.K. Rowling involved. I think that would be very stupid. I think you should have J.K. Rowling involved in everything, especially the creation of the story and the script for the TV show. To remove her would be really stupid. It says, I am told that they are serious about making this show, but it's also potentially being used as leverage to get Emma and Daniel Radcliffe back. He continued, why would you want them back for this? Especially since they're older now. Like, yeah, if you guys don't come back, you're not going to be the faces of Harry Potter anymore. We're going to find somebody else, and that's easier said than done, right? No, it's not. You can definitely find somebody else. There's no reason why you can't, especially since it's a reboot. You definitely can find somebody else. I don't like the idea that they're using this TV show to try to get these two morons back. Like, they should just let them rot in whatever fucking hell that they're in right now, that they're using for trans people and surrounding themselves with LGBTQ or whatever the case may be in their virtue signaling nonstop. Like, they found their place in the modern day and they're going to stick to it. So their modern place right now is activism. That's what they've chosen and that's what they should stick to. Turn your back from Harry Potter. Clearly, you don't care about it anymore, and clearly you have no respect for the person who got you famous in the first place. It says, turning his focus to the Max series specifically, Snyder then recalled, I heard there were talk pitches being set in America and in Paris, but Rowling shot those pitches down because Harry Potter is a British property and should stay true to its roots. I like that. That's good. Yet despite this alleged interest in keeping the series true to its roots, the scooper then noted that what I've heard about this series is that they will make a concerted effort to cast more people of color in the show, particularly in regards to the role of Hermione. Boom. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew they were going to race swap Hermione. I'm telling you guys, even though this is a rumor, I'm telling you, if they make this TV show the way I think they're going to make it, Hermione will be the one to be race swapped. There will not be a white Hermione. There will be guaranteed a black Hermione, and they will probably race swap Ron too, or make him Hispanic or something along those lines. Ron will probably be Hispanic, and Hermione will be black. That's just what it's going to be. I know it's coming. She could very well be an actress of color, Snyder added. Well, I would almost guarantee that's going to be the case. Bringing his insights into the reboot to an end, he ultimately concluded that you could also expect some veteran Harry Potter writers to be involved with the show in some capacity. Well, that's good. I would really appreciate if some veteran writers were involved because God knows current modern day Hollywood writers are completely trash. But yes, I do agree that Hermione is going to be the one that they're probably going to target with the race swap, and they're probably going to do some other sub-tier characters. They were probably white before. They're probably going to make them black, and we're going to have a good time roasting it as we always do. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.